So Jack, so far, what is the best thing of winning the title?
Oh, it's absolutely incredible. I think the reaction from all the other contestants. I mean, we've made such a strong bond over the last 3 weeks. I mean, the kind of things that we've shared with each other. I mean, we kind of got along like brothers almost instantly. We're spending most of the day. We're spending, breakfast, lunch, dinner, time at the gym, time at the pool if we ever get any chance. All day at rehearsals, all the time on the day outs to the various, visiting various places in the Philippines. So we've become very, very close. And I think just to kind of turn around and just sort of say, I won it, and see the reactions on everybody's faces was just.
You said earlier that you are here to win. So modesty aside, what made you win the title?
I think it's preparation. I think you need to realise really what the competition is about, and realise that, I think the pageant kind of, the connotations around pageants is that, it's very much about, having the very sculpted body, or, being, great in pictures. And I think that you wouldn't really just necessarily describe it as a pageant. I think it's really described that way because it's a lack of a better word for describing it. But I think it's really about finding people who have worked hard and achieved and had successes and failures, and they've learned a lot, and they have a lot to tell people, and they have a lot that they can lead people with and inspire people with, and stories, and even just the ability to listen and understand from other people's perspective. Everyone comes from such different walks of life.
So what are the places that you're planning to visit here in the Philippines when given enough time to have a vacation?
I would love to go back to Isla de Potipot.
Oh, Potipot.
And I want to go to Palawan.
Oh my God.
And I want to see all the lovely beaches.
Yeah.
And my parents managed to go to Cebu.
Wow.
And while I was in rehearsal, they were in Cebu on the beach, and I was looking at it. Look, I'm so glad they had a lovely time.
Just like Rohit, you will have at least 2 years of reign as Mr. World, right? So what will be your ultimate thing to do for you to further the cause of the organization?
Well, if I have it for a year, there's obviously intention to have one next year. A year isn't a very long time, so I really need to get working. And really what I want to do is build out my strategy for the year to further the cause of, I've been fundraising for children's charities, so I've done most of my fundraising for Variety, and in England that's a very big charity for helping sick children, and it's, you do things like you give a sunshine coach to children. The looks on their faces is priceless. So I think I'd really like to further that, and I've said it in the press interview just now that I'm really inspired by the Taloy Foundation, and I think the reason I'm really, really inspired is because yes, it's incredible, but two, it doesn't have to be just you who does it. You can inspire others to do the same thing at any scale.
Any pageant would not pass without any controversy, and then the criticism now for Mr. World is that why did the organization still have the swimsuit competition when your Miss counterpart, Miss World, has already ditched the swimsuit part? Years ahead from now, are you in favor of doing away with that part also? Saying that men are being objectified, the same way that women are being objectified because of sashaying their stuff using their swimsuit.
Oh, there's no. It's optional. If you don't want to, you don't have to. Okay. I think if you're comfortable wearing swim shorts, then it's absolutely fine. I think it's up to the contestant. It's not. There's no black mark against your name if you don't want to. If you're not comfortable with anything, then that's the view they take, and they believe. Mr. World and Miss World believe that. You shouldn't be penalised because you're not comfortable walking with your top off. So it's not about.
But are you personally in favor of pageant-wide doing away or ditching the swimsuit part? And,
I think making it optional is the way to go. I think there are some guys that their body is their temple, and they'd really like to show it off, and it inspires other people to get a body like that. I think it's absolutely fine.
Lastly, Jack, what will you miss the most about the Philippines and the Filipinos?
The Philippines and the Filipinos.
Yes.
Oh, just everyone's so lovely. Everyone's so helpful. everyone is so helpful. Good morning, and mabuhay, and they know your name or they know like Mr. England. Like, good morning, Mr. England.
And
There you go, Mr. England. Would you like some coffee, Mr. England?
And you're coming back here anytime soon.
Yeah, I am coming back. I really want to go back to Batangas as well.
Thank you so much.